Here comes Hewy, gonna give you the news. Time to watch his animated movie reviews, whether hand-drawn, CGI, puppets or clay. If you've got a good story, you'll be making his day. See you at the movies, cartoon movies. See you at the movies, hold on to. See you at the movies, like nobody's business. Hey, see you at the movies, animated movies that is.
Season's greetings, everyone. I'm Hewy Toonmore. Welcome to Hewy's Anime Movie Reviews, the show where I review anime films from old to recent, whether they be hand-drawn, stop-motion, or computer-generated. Well, folks, it's that time of year again. Christmas. People are putting up their Christmas trees, hanging their stockings, setting up decorations, and watching many classic holiday specials in their spare time. Now, as we all know, Santa Claus is the most iconic figure of Christmas, as well as our childhood. But as we get older, we tend to move on from our childhood and the figures we know about, such as the Sandman, the Tooth Fairy, and many more. But about a month ago, Dreamworks released a film based on these childhood characters and made them into something different and unexpected. Superheroes! Released on November 21st, 2012, the movie is Rise of the Guardians. Now, of course, I'm not going to spoil the ending or anything too important for you, as it would ruin your viewing experience. So, on with the review. The Guardians are a group of mythical and holiday-themed characters who join forces to protect the children of the world from anything that dare to threaten their hopes and beliefs. The roster consists of Santa Claus, the Easter Bunny, the Sandman, the Tooth Fairy, and their army of assistants and helpers. But when the wicked Boogeyman throws down the gauntlet of bringing the world into total darkness by inspiring nothing but fear into the imagination of all the children of the world, it's up to the Guardians and their newest recruit, Jack Frost, to put a stop to the Boogeyman and his army of nightmares. Now, what did I think of the movie? Well, to be honest, the story was a bit cliched and some of the plot lines were predictable. But overall, it was awesome! This movie is the Avengers of childhood icons. Better yet, it's the League of Extraordinary Gentlemen done right! But to understand why I enjoyed this movie, let's move on to trivia time. Rise of the Guardians is based on the book The Guardians of Childhood by illustrator William Joyce. Joyce wrote such books as Roly Poly Oly, George Shrinks, A Day with Wilbur Robinson, and The Leaf Man, which has also been turned into a movie set to come out next summer. Joyce also helped come up with the idea for the movie Robots, and even won an Oscar earlier this year for the animated short The Fantastic Flying Books of Mr. Morris Lesmore. The inspiration for Rise of the Guardians came when his daughter asked him what would happen if Santa and the Easter Bunny met. This led to not only the book, but a short film titled The Man in the Moon. Joyce was originally a co-director on Rise of the Guardians, but decided to step down from the position after his daughter sadly passed away in 2010. The movie is dedicated to her memory. Oh, how sad. My condolences to you, Mr. Joyce. Alright, moving on. Now as for the animation, it is by far the best animation I've seen out of Dreamworks yet. This animation puts the studio's past films like Shrek, Kung Fu Panda, and How to Train Your Dragon to shame. The character designs for each character are very creative. For instance, Santa Claus, rather than being just a jolly old fat man who delivers toys to children, is now a friggin' Russian Cossack. That's right, a Cossack, complete with furry hat, accent, and a pair of swords. Also, the naughty and nice lists are tattooed to his arms. And instead of elves, he has yetis to make all the toys for the children. Now that kicks ass. Though he is still the jolly old soul we all know and love, but he's like a holly jolly heavy weapons guy. The Tooth Fairy looks like a hybrid of a fairy and a hummingbird with tiny versions of herself who collect all the children's teeth, which store their memories. The Easter Bunny is a 6-foot-tall Australian rabbit with gauntlets, knows martial arts, carries a pair of boomerangs, and can create transportation tunnels just by tapping his foot on the ground. Jack Frost is this really cool teenage kid wearing a hoodie who can fly and carry a staff that can create ice sculptures and summon blizzards, and the Sandman is well, a Sandman, who wields a pair of sand whips and can create horses, airplanes, dolphins, stingrays, even dinosaurs out of sand. Holy crap, now that's awesome! And then there's the Boogeyman. Good God, is this guy creepy! He is everything little kids are afraid of. Even the way he looks is odd. That long nose, the spiky hair, those messed up teeth of his, and the fact that he's black and white with no color at all, save for his eyes. Oh, and let's not forget the fact that he can turn into a living shadow, use the darkness as a weapon, and can turn dreams into nightmares. Oh, not just bad dreams. I'm talking about literal nightmares. Monstrous horses made of black sand that feed off people's fears. Now that's friggin' scary. Anyway, back to the animation. As stated earlier, this is by far Dreamworks' best yet. It kind of reminds me of the animation from Rango, only everything is so much cleaner. Everything has been perfected here, from the characters' skin, hair, clothes, how they move, even stuff like feathers, fur, and sand all look amazing. All the action is so intense, including all the fight scenes. But that's normal when your executive producer is Guillermo del Toro. So, now that we're done with trivia time, let's move on to the characters and the actors who brought them to life. Jack Frost was originally going to be voiced by Leonardo DiCaprio, but he dropped out for undisclosed reasons, and the role was instead given to Chris Pine, who you may remember playing a young Captain Kirk from the 2009 Star Trek reboot. In my opinion, Pine was really good as Frost. He kind of reminded me of the Jack Frost from the 1979 Rankin Bass special, but a lot more active, creative, a little sneaky at times, and his backstory was actually quite shocking. But overall, he was a really fun character. For Santa Claus, aka North, Alec Baldwin, one of my favorite actors of all time, was hired for the role. I really liked Baldwin's portrayal as Santa. He can be fierce, but jolly and fun at the same time, just as Santa should be. The Easter Bunny is played by Hugh Jackman, aka Wolverine from the X-Men movies, and he actually sports his natural Australian accent for the part, which I think is pretty damn cool. Unfortunately, the Sandman, aka Sandy, is a silent character and has no voice actor. But that's what makes him unique, kinda like Tinkerbell from Peter Pan, but a lot more badass. He, along with the Easter Bunny and Jack Frost, are my favorite characters in the movie. Meanwhile, Isla Fisher provides the voice for the cute and bubbly Tooth Fairy, and Jude Law provides the sinister voice for the villainous Pitch, aka the Boogeyman. And now for my final thoughts on the film. Overall, Rise of the Guardians is one of the best anime movies of the year. Not the best, but one of the best. While it still suffers from an overdone story and cliched plot lines, it makes up for it with its characters, animation, and sense of nostalgia. It really made me feel like a kid again, seeing all the figures I grew up hearing about working together in order to protect the children who love and believe in them. The only problem I have with the movie is the title. It's nothing big, but it makes it sound more like a sequel to Legend of the Guardians, which unfortunately might never get a sequel. But title aside, this is a really fun movie for both kids and grown-ups. I really hope they make a sequel. Then we could see characters like Mother Nature, Father Time, Cupid, the Leprechaun. Hell, Uncle Sam. They should put Uncle Sam in the sequel. But until they do make a sequel, I urge you to go see this movie. You'll be in for quite a treat, especially for the holidays. I give this movie 4.5 stars out of 5. Yeah, that should do it. Well, that's it for Season 5 of Hewy's Anime Movie Reviews. Be sure to join me in 2013 for Season 6. Until then, this is Hewy 2 More saying, see you at the movies. Anime movie.
Hello, Hewy.
Oh, Rowdy, Merry Christmas, man.
Thanks. Wish I could say the same.
What brings you here? I was just about to end the episode.
Oh, I didn't come here alone.
Hello, Hewy.
We need to talk.
Hardcore Kid? Media Hunter? What are you guys doing here?
2 words.
Count CGI.
What? I mean, I know CGI got rowdy one time with the Grevanian spawn, but you guys too?
Yep, he got all of us.
How?
He sent us all really bad computer animated movies.
He made me watch the third movie in the Arthur and the Minimoys trilogy. That smug bastard even ate popcorn while I was being tortured by that steaming piece of crap. Fortunately, I burned his feet with my guitar gun and sent his ass packing.
Media Hunter, what about you?
Space Chimps 2. I basically destroyed the DVD after watching it. It was that bad.
Do anything to CGI afterwards?
No, he got me. He got me good.
Ooh. Sorry, man.
Hey, lucky for you guys, the Ninja Cats and I magnet bombed his entire collection of bad movies. But who knows how long it will take before he's got a whole new set?
But why did you all come to me for help? I can't do anything about this.
You seem to know this guy more than us, Hewy.
Not really, only that he's some freak that likes to torture people with bad computer animated movies. Although he did say he was responsible for making them, but how's that even possible?
Well, he has a lot of powers. I know that.
So much so that not even Genie can stand up to him. Never thought that whole semi-phenomenal, nearly cosmic stuff would be a problem.
Yeah, but what is he?
And what will his next step be?
Hell if I know, but if he does come back, I'll be ready for him.
Yeah, but there are other reviewers out there who have already reviewed bad CGI movies.
You have a point there, Isaac.
Wait, you don't think he's feeding off of their misery too, do you?
Wouldn't doubt it for a second.
Well, what can we do now?
Warn the other reviewers. And wait for him to make his next move. In the meantime, I've got to go prepare myself for Season 6.
Alrighty. Good luck, man.
Thanks, guys. Good luck to you. Oh, and Merry Christmas.